Life for Poles during the partitions varied greatly depending on which occupying power controlled their region. In Prussian Poland, Germanization policies aimed to suppress Polish language and culture. Schools taught exclusively in German, Polish landowners were displaced, and even names were changed to sound more German. Economic modernization in Prussia created opportunities for Poles to work in industry, but it also fostered a sense of alienation and resistance among the population. Under Russian rule, the situation was particularly harsh. Russification efforts included banning the Polish language in schools and public institutions, forcibly converting Catholics to Orthodoxy, and suppressing uprisings with brutal crackdowns. The January Uprising of 1863, for example, led to severe repression, including mass executions and deportations to Siberia. Yet, the Russian partition also included vast rural areas where Polish traditions remained deeply rooted, shielded from the gaze of imperial authorities. In Austrian-controlled Galicia, Poles experienced a relatively more lenient environment. The Austrian Empire granted some autonomy, allowing Polish to be taught in schools and used in administration. While Galicia was one of the poorest regions of the empire, it became a cultural and intellectual hub for Poles. Kraków and Lwów, now Lviv, emerged as centers of Polish education, art, and political thought. The partitioned Polish territories played significant economic and strategic roles within their occupying empires. In Prussia, Polish lands provided fertile agricultural regions and resources essential for industrial growth. Similarly, the Russian Empire exploited Polish grain and natural resources, integrating the territories into its broader economy. Galicia, under Austrian control, was less economically developed, but held political and symbolic importance as a buffer against Russia. Polish intellectuals, workers, and soldiers were often co-opted by their occupiers. Many Poles served in the imperial armies of Austria, Prussia, and Russia, fighting wars that were not their own. Others, particularly in the Prussian and Austrian partitions, contributed to industrial and infrastructural development. Despite this, Poles retained a strong sense of cultural identity and often used their positions to subtly undermine the occupying powers. Polish resilience was rooted in the preservation of culture, language, and national identity. Secret schools, known as Tajna Oświata, operated clandestinely to teach Polish history, literature, and language. Polish clergy played a critical role as the Catholic Church became a sanctuary for national traditions. Churches hosted clandestine meetings, celebrated Polish saints, and reinforced a shared sense of community. Art, literature, and music also became powerful tools of resistance. Romantic poets like Adam Mickiewicz and Juliusz Slowacki inspired a sense of hope and unity through works that celebrated Poland's past and envisioned its future independence. Composers such as Frédéric Chopin infused their music with Polish folk themes, creating a cultural bridge that connected the past with the aspirations of the oppressed. Political movements and organizations further bolstered the survival of Polish identity. The rise of national movements mobilized Poles across social classes. Revolutionary efforts, although often suppressed, kept the dream of independence alive. Secret societies and underground networks ensured the continuity of resistance against the occupiers. The collapse of the partitioning empires during World War I created a unique opportunity for Poland to reclaim its sovereignty. Polish leaders, such as Józef Piłsudski, capitalized on the geopolitical upheaval, aligning with Allied powers and leveraging Polish contributions to the war effort. The support of key figures like US President Woodrow Wilson, who included Polish independence as a point in his 14 points, further legitimized Poland's aspirations. On November 11, 1918, Poland officially regained its independence. This moment marked the culmination of over a century of struggle, sacrifice, and unwavering belief in the nation's right to exist. The survival of Poland during the partitions is a testament to the resilience of its people and their determination to preserve their identity against all odds. Dziękuję. Like and subscribe, or Germany, Russia, and Austria will partition your mother.